Welcome back everyone. Before we get into it, let's just take a look at the car react to this person who clearly isn't looking where they're going.
Call support button to speak with a rider support agent.
And with that out of the way, let's start the video properly while we watch this left turn. First up, we're headed to Culver City, as my friend Sky recently found an interesting drop-off that appears to be on top of a roof. Neither of us have checked it out yet, so why don't we go and take a look together? This turns out to be way more interesting than I ever could have expected, so be sure to stick around to find out what happens. Before that though, while we can probably agree on how strange this non-Waymo eyepiece looks without all the sensors and gear attached, I swear Waymo basically owns the image of the eyepiece at this point. What we might not be able to agree on is whether the car should have changed lanes for those cyclists. It considers it, as you could probably hear from the turn signal, but decides it's probably fine and continues straight. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Now, it's not often I point out things happening on the visualization. That's the representation of what the car sees on that little screen you can see right there in the front. Mainly because I don't have the proper camera set up to film it nicely. But today, something I've never seen before just appeared out of nowhere. Take a look. What's going on here with that pink area? If you check Google Maps, this is literally just a small river or canal, which just seems to have been rendered in the wrong color in the UI. Quite the glitch, but unfortunately nothing too interesting this time. I was so ready for this to be a freeway, represented on the fact that it's been mapped, but it can't go on it, but unfortunately not this time, it's just a river. Okay, I won't keep you waiting any longer, let's see if Waymo can drive on the roof of this building and find out what all those drop-offs are all about.
Don't forget your phone, keys, or bag.
And here's our first slightly suspicious thing. What is another Waymo doing up here? And why has the visualization turned that kind of blue cloudy colour?
Mission Worldwide, let's celebrate.
Kloski, analysis.
You saw it, you heard it, we've completely accidentally found ourselves a new Waymo depot in LA. This one is quite interesting though, so let's break it down a little. This depot is much smaller than the main one you've seen in my other video, which I'll have linked in the top right in case you haven't seen it yet, but appears to have more charging stations. They appear to have an agreement with the EVgo charging company for exclusive use of these chargers, as there is a sign up stating that no unauthorized use is allowed. The public EVgo chargers are actually in the parking in front of the CVS, downstairs instead. There are also a few Waymo staff on this location who appear to be doing light cleaning of the cars in between rides, although I do think the full deep cleaning is done in the big main depot. Funnily enough, this is still public parking. As you'll see in a moment, there is a few shops up here too. This discovery really makes me wonder if Waymo have more satellite depots, as I'm calling them, across the city. They would make a lot more sense than a large central depot if they wanted to cover a larger area. I'm on the hunt for more of these though. If you've seen any more in LA, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out in a future video. For now though, let's continue. You can see a few Waymo staff on the left cleaning up the cars, and as we turn the corner, you can also see the other shops up here I talked about.
You're here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
Now we're at our stop. Let's continue and get out of here. There doesn't appear to be any additional slowing for these bumps, but we seem to be limited at 5 miles an hour anyway, so I don't have a problem with this at all. And on the right there, you can see another Waymo car in line for charging. Very cool. Let's continue down the ramp. As you can see, Waymo is doing a great job of controlling its speed down this very steep gradient. Let's see how it handles this busy turn. We waited for a while for it to clear, but I think it did just fine. Up next we have this right turn. I'm not sure what you think, but in my opinion, it got over super early into that bus lane, crossing the solid line, which isn't great. Not sure of the legality of this, but we made the turn. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Coming up now, we have yet another example of what I suspect is a mapped bump. Not a speed bump this time, just a little dip in the road, but still great for passenger comfort. Watch it slow nicely, roll through it, and then continue on its way. Nicely done. Now let's take a look at a particularly twisty road and see how the Waymo driver centers itself in the lane. And again, nicely slowing for this dip in the road. Okay, what you're about to see is the strangest behaviour I've ever seen from the Waymo driver. I'm going to let you take a look and draw your own conclusion about what's going on here. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll provide a little of what I thought about it in the grading section at the end of the video, so do stick around to see if Waymo was able to earn an A this time. Very strange indeed. If almost to redeem itself, take a look how the car gives way to oncoming traffic in this tight situation. Very nicely done, and we even kept rolling the entire time, never coming to that complete stop. And what you're about to see now is one of the most assertive and flawless right-on reds I've ever seen the car do. Take a look. Very nicely done, especially with this immediate lane change afterwards. Up next we have an example of Waymo behaving much safer and generally more correctly, I guess, than the human drivers around it. We're approaching this crosswalk here, and someone is waiting to cross. We come to our nice full stop, where that kind of triangle line is where you're supposed to. However, this car continues to edge forwards, and then we proceed once the person has fully crossed. Great job to the Waymo. Coming up now, we have an interesting construction zone, which also might confirm one of my suspicions about the mapping data. Let's watch. Take a look at the speed in which we go over this bump. It didn't slow at all, almost like it wasn't there. I think this might confirm my suspicions that each bump is mapped, and it slows down according to the map rather than what it sees in real time. Since this bump in the road was new, probably due to the construction, it just powered straight through, blissfully unaware it was there. Interesting for sure. And to finish off today's ride-along video, take a quick look at what I would consider to be quite an intelligent time-saving maneuver. Unfortunately, that box truck driver had other ideas, but we definitely didn't have to wait at the light because of the actions of the Waymo driver. I love this, but some riders might find it uncomfortable. So again, let me know what you thought in the comments. Alright, let's take a look at the final drop-off. And yes, Waymo can take you right to the beach. See for yourself.
You're here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
Right, it's that time of the video. What would I grade the Waymo driver today? Unfortunately, it's a B for me today. That sketchy move with weaving between turning right and going straight, then at the very last minute jerking quite violently left to avoid hitting the curb, was quite frankly unacceptable. That lane change into the bus lane a bit early too wasn't fantastic either, but my main reason for dropping the grade is that weaving I described. I don't think it was particularly unsafe, but it was quite uncomfortable and didn't give me much confidence in the car at the time. Here's to hoping Waymo does a better job next time. I've also started putting the full unedited ride in the description, so if you wanted to check it out, that's there for you to skip through and take a closer look at. Thank you so much for your continued support, and thank you again for 800 subscribers. This means so much to me, so thank you again to all of you for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. This has been Autonomy Central, signing out.